Hello, my name is Colin and welcome to the Virtual DM. In this video, we're going to take a look at how you can create animated maps using YouTube videos. Now, YouTube is a fantastic source of animated maps that are often used on a screen that sits on top of a table where the players are laying their tokens on top of the screen. That obviously doesn't work for us in Fantasy Grounds, but there is a way that we can download those videos from YouTube, turn them into a properly formatted animated map, and upload them into Fantasy Grounds for our use. So that's what we're going to take a look at today, and let's get started. Now, in order to work your way through this process, there are three small programs that you're going to need to download and set up on your computer. And we'll take a look at those. So the first one you're going to want to download is called ClipGrab. This is the program that's going to allow you to download the video from YouTube. The second little program you're going to want to load is called Media Info. And we use this little program to make sure that we have properly formatted the video, the animated map for use in Fantasy Grounds. Fantasy Grounds can only use WebM VP8 codec and preferably no audio track for the automated maps, or sorry, the animated maps that are shown. And this little program lets us see that we have accomplished that properly. The last program is called Handbrake, and we're going to use Handbrake to actually convert the video that we download from YouTube into the proper format for use in Fantasy Grounds as an animated map. So make sure you have these three programs downloaded, ready for use. You'll find the links in the show notes. Okay, so now that you have the required software downloaded and ready to go, we're going to want to go and find ourselves some animated map videos that are going to be useful for us in our Fantasy Grounds sessions. So we will open up YouTube here, and I'm going to start off in YouTube. I just did a search for animated map D&D, and all kinds of animated maps show up in here. If I click on this animated maps playlist, we can see an animated map here. There are all kinds along the right hand side here of animated maps that show up by various folks. Manny Sykes is one that I often download maps from. There is a bunch more in here. I'm not going to go through them all. A couple of examples. We have one here, Warbucks, free animated D&D maps. So we have all kinds of little animated map clips that we can utilize. We go to this Manny Sykes I had mentioned. Again, there's all kinds of little clips that can be turned into animated maps that are available for download. And out of this list from Manny Sykes, we are actually, for this video, we are going to download and convert this Forest Road 5 animated map into something that we can use in Fantasy Grounds. So let's get started on that. So the first part of our conversion from YouTube to an animated map that can be used in Fantasy Grounds Unity is we need to download the map, the video file from YouTube. And to do that, we are going to use the ClipGrab program that we had downloaded and set up earlier. So after ClipGrab opens, the first thing you'll want to do is just come to settings here and double check where your downloaded video is going to save itself. Once you know where that is, we'll come here to downloads. Now we're going to open up YouTube to the video that we want to download and convert into an animated map. We come up here, we highlight the URL. We go into this box in ClipGrab and we're going to paste that URL right into that box. It'll take it a second and then we'll see that it becomes available here. So format, just leave that to original. Quality, 1080p is a good quality for our animated maps. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to click on grab this clip. That's going to open up a target window to make sure that is where we want to save it. And that's what was set up in the program. I am just going to rename this to Forest Road Animated Map, and I will click Save. So we'll see here on this line, ClipGrab has started the process of downloading this. It is quite fast for these shorter video clips that tend to only be 30 seconds to a minute, so it doesn't take too long. And once that's finished and downloaded, I can open up that folder and I can see I have my Forest Road animated map in place. Now this map is an MP4 video file, and that is not going to work for us in Fantasy Grounds Unity. As I mentioned before, for Fantasy Grounds Unity, we need a WebM file format that uses the VP8 codec, and the preference is to remove the audio channel because Fantasy Grounds Unity does not utilize the audio channel, and that just makes our file size needlessly larger. So next we're going to take a look at how we will convert that from an MP4 to our proper WebM file format. Okay, so now we've downloaded our video file from YouTube that we are going to turn into an animated map for use in Fantasy Grounds. What we're going to want to do next is to open up two of the other programs that we had you download earlier in this video. So the first that you're going to open up is the media info. We're going to use media info just to double check that our final product is all in the correct format. And we're going to get you to open up Handbrake. And in Handbrake is what the program we're actually going to use to convert our current MP4 file format into the WebM file format that we need for Fantasy Grounds. So I'm going to open up my folder here that has my video in it that I downloaded from YouTube. I'm going to left click, drag, and drop that right into Handbrake. It'll take it a second to upload, and there's our video clip we're turning into our animated map. So first thing we're going to do in summary is we're going to change the format to WebM. We're going to come to video. We're going to change that video encoder, the codec, to VP8. And on our audio tab, we can see our audio file here. We're just going to click clear to clear that right out. Now you want to come down, figure out where your file is going to download to. In this particular case, it usually defaults to your video folder, and so we'll let that go ahead. So I'm going to come up here to where it says Start Encode, and I'm going to click on there, and it'll begin the process. You can see down here, preparing to encode that video into the proper WebM format. Now we'll just give it some time to finish that up, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so we're just about finished the encode here. We can see we have about 2 seconds left. It's going to pop up a little window to let me know that it's finished and that I just want to proceed with closing the program out. We're done. That part has finished. If I open up our video folder where that's saved, I can see right here we have our Forest Road animated map that is in the WebM format. So I'm just going to move that over here. We'll close this window for the moment. And now we're going to use our media info to confirm that this is in the correct format now. What I'm going to do is left click and drag that in here, and that's going to tell me the information I need about the video clip itself. So we can see we have a WebM format, which is correct. It is done with the VP8 codec, and nowhere on here does it mention an audio stream, which means there is no audio stream available to this clip, which is what we want. So that is perfect. We have our clip set up just the way we need it. I'm going to open up my other folder here. I will cut and paste this into my images folder here. And I am now ready to go to upload this into Fantasy Grounds as an automated map. And we'll take a look at that next. So we have our animated map created, ready to go for Fantasy Grounds. We took our YouTube video, which was in MP4 format. We converted that into the correct WebM format that can be used as an animated map in Fantasy Grounds Unity. So our last step here is to upload our new animated map into Fantasy Grounds Unity. So we're going to come over here, we're going to click on Images. We're going to come down to this little blue button here for import, and that is going to open up a window where we can browse and find our particular image. We are going to double click on our forest road map we created, and that opens it up. I'll stretch that out so we can see it a little better here. Lock this off, get it to fit. And there we go. We have our forest road animated map with our water over here, a little bit of movement in the trees and the wind, shadows, a great little animated map for a road combat session. And that is really the process. We look for a YouTube video. Preferably, we're trying to find something fairly short in the 30 seconds to a minute. If you find something larger you like, you'll just have to use an editing program, a video editing program, to cut down a 30 seconds to a 1 minute chunk of it that you can use for an animated map. Now, I do have a video that is about preparing animated maps for use in Fantasy Grounds Unity that gets into this a little bit more. I'll leave the link to that right up at the top there. You'll also find that in the show notes. And really, animated maps are a fantastic addition to your D&D sessions. I really like them, getting into using them more and more. And YouTube is a fantastic source to find more of those maps for yourself. So hopefully that is going to work for you. If you've enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know by giving me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you are a subscriber to the channel, thank you very much. If you're not, please give it some consideration. We appreciate all the subscribers, all the thumbs up, all the comments. It lets myself and YouTube know that the videos are helping out, and that's really the goal here. So thanks very much for watching, and happy gaming.